Well, hello, everyone. This is Jim Laughter in Tulsa, Oklahoma again, and we are going to kick off a book review that I hope that you will enjoy. If you've been in network marketing, now we're going to talk a lot about network marketing because this book that we're going to do has everything to do with network marketing. So if you've been in network marketing for any time at all, or if you're just getting started, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what network marketing company you're with. Matter of fact, this can even be applied to traditional business. It doesn't matter. It's just that the book itself is written for network marketing or multi-level marketing. Now, if those terms scare you and you're afraid of those terms, I would advise you, and people have told you that you're in a pyramid of some kind. I would advise you to go back onto my YouTube channel and look at the video that I did on pyramid schemes versus network marketing, and that'll clear up a lot of the concerns that people have. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump off into another book. I'm going to screen share with you here and just show you what we're doing. All right. I'm going to move my picture up here out of the way, expand it just a little bit here so that you can see where we're at. Now, this is the book that we're going to do, and this is called The 4 Color Personalities for MLM. Now, MLM stands for multi-level marketing, and all multi-level marketing is it is a system for moving a product from a manufacturer or from a source to an end consumer through a team of people who create a network. And that's what network marketing is. It is bringing a whole bunch of people together and leveraging each other's time and effort. And so what we're going to talk about in this book, The 4 Color Personalities for MLM or network marketing, I will use those terms interchangeably. So when I say one of them, you can just be sure that I'm talking about the other one. And we're going to try our best to identify the different types of people that you will meet along your journey of building a network marketing business, or even a traditional business. If you own a traditional business, you will have people apply to your business who you will hire, that you'll bring into your business, that during the interview process, you will discover certain personality traits about them. And all we're going to try to do in this book is we're going to try to break down the traits of different types of people so that you can know what you need to say to them. Now, this book, it was written by Big Tom Schreiter. Everybody calls him Big Al. I have no idea why they call him Big Al, but look him up on YouTube and listen to some of his stuff. He's a real hoot, but he's just as smart as a whip. I call him a screwball because he's just a little bit screwy, but he just makes a whole lot of sense. And what he does in this book is he takes the different color personalities and breaks them down into things to watch for. There's 4 different color personalities. There's yellow, which we're going to start out with. And you can see that I'm wearing my yellow shirt, and then there's blue, and there's red, and there's green. And I just happen to have a color shirt for all of those. And so as we do these, well, I'll try to be at least a little bit creative and break them down. So now this, I'm only going to do this just this one time at the beginning, but I'm going to give you my personal information to give you a little bit of my background and credentials. That way you can decide for yourself. If you've not watched any of my videos before, you can decide for yourself if I'm qualified to talk about what I want to talk about. Give you just a little bit of background, tell you who I am, where I am, that sort of thing. My name is Jim Laughter. I live in Tulsa, Oklahoma. You see my phone number there, 918-510-4583. That is my business phone. And if you give me a call, the chances are my phone will not, if it doesn't recognize your number, it will send you to a voicemail. If it doesn't, send me a text, because that will go to a text. My email is jimwilma.laughter@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know that you saw this video or any of the others, and I'll answer you, because I do have a network marketing business that I'm very happy with. That the money is out of this world, and it's a great source to make an income. It is not a guaranteed source to make an income. There is nobody who can come into that will speak to you that can absolutely guarantee you an income. This is called network marketing for a reason, and simply because it does take work. Oop, I'm overlapping there just a little bit, ain't I? So a little bit of my background, as you can see by this board up here on the wall, I'm a retired Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. Spent 20 years active duty, enlisted in 1971, right out of high school. Spent 20 years active duty, retired as a Master Sergeant 31 years ago. In May of 1991 was my actual retirement ceremony, when I actually was supposed to have retired, and then we had the first Gulf War broke out, and I was retained over to help with that effort. And so I didn't actually get to retire until August of 1991, because it took us 90 days to go in there and whip the Iraqis. But after retiring from the Air Force, I spent another 28 years in corporate sales, 21 of those with Sears, and the other 7 years with Coca-Cola. I've been married to my sweet Wilma for 50 years, coming up on 51. We've traveled the world together. We've raised a wonderful family. We have 3 children of our own, 5 grandchildren. They are the light of my life and the light of our lives. All of them, not just the grandkids, but all of our children are all sources of pride for us. We love all of them. I do some writing, as you can see by this little stack of books right here. That's a few of them. You can find me on Amazon. I've written 13 novels. 6 of those have been bestsellers. One of them is on the list now. And I've written 2 Western short stories. Those are available on Kindle. All of my books are available on Kindle. I don't do paperback books anymore. They just didn't sell well. So the electronic books just sell so much better. And I've been involved in a couple of anthologies, and those, of course, are online as well. I do consider myself a network marketing professional. I was with another company for the last 5 or 6 years. That company did not survive COVID. I'm sorry. We were sorry to see that, but we were happy that we were able to take that company. Our leadership of the owners of the company took that leadership, that company, folded it into another company that we're in business with now. I'm sorry, I can't reveal the name of it. It's against company policy to talk about that particular company, but in the first company, I rose to the level of presidential director, and currently I am an executive team leader in our new company, working on a new promotion we're hoping to make within the next few weeks. So this is the book. This is the book we're going to do. We're going to start right now. I do these books on a regular basis. There's several other books that you can find on my YouTube channel. I try to be very selective about the books that I do. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey, 7 Strategies for Wealth and Happiness by Jim Rohn. You can see the different titles. We just recently finished John Maxwell's book, Developing the Leader Within You. These are all good, informative books. And what I do is I go through each book and I pick out what I consider the most pertinent information in that book and try to bring it to a level to where everybody can understand it. Now, this does not mean that this is going to teach you everything you need to know, but these are some good personal growth sources. I have a lot of books, and I've read a lot of books. I've written a lot of books. And so what I try to do in these books is I try to go in and just kind of mine for gold and dig out the very best information I can give you. This does not replace the need for you to read books. Good stuff in, good stuff out. If all you do is spend all your time in front of the television and play it on your telephone, that's not going to get you where you need to go or where you should be wanting to go in your network marketing business. Let me make something very clear. Network marketing, in my opinion, is the very best way to change your time and your talent for an income. Working a 40, 50, 60-hour a week job is not going to get you where you need to go. And saving money on its own will not make you wealthy. You have to create a stream of income that is residual. And that's what network marketing does. It helps you do some now to get paid later. Whenever I write my books, I write them one time, just once, get them published. And then every time somebody buys one of those books, I get paid for it. I don't have to write the book all over again. On your regular job, what you do is you go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning and you work until 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and your employer will pay you for those hours between 8 and 5. That's on Monday. Then you show up again on Tuesday and do it again. Then you show up on Wednesday and do it again. And he pays you for those 8 hours. But if you go to work on Monday and you work those 8 hours and he pays you for those 8 hours, he's not going to pay you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for the 8 hours that you worked on Monday. You have to work those 8 hours all over again. In network marketing, you do something one time. You create a stream of income one time, and every time, and then every month, you get paid for that effort. Now, all different network marketing companies have a different marketing plan. Ours has our marketing plan. We get paid every week for certain actions, and then we get paid a residual income every month for residual actions. And I'm not going to be able to get into all of that right now, but just let you know that we're talking about network marketing. This is a way to leverage the efforts of a whole lot of people to create one result. J. Paul Getty, the first billionaire in the United States, made a statement. He said, I would rather benefit from 1% of the efforts of 100 people than I would from 100% of my own efforts. On your regular job, your income is dependent solely on you, on what you do to create your income. In network marketing, we leverage the time of many people and bring all of that effort together to create an income that everybody benefits from. So go back on my YouTube channel and look at these other books. They're broken down into, most of the sessions last about an hour. I get long-winded sometimes and it goes a little bit over, but it doesn't matter. Watch them, pause them, I don't care. And you'll get something. I promise you, you'll get something out of each one. So we're going to go into this book, 4 Color Personalities for MLM. If you don't have this book, I recommend you go on eBay and buy it. You can get them for $4 or $5 generally on eBay, or you can go to Barnes & Noble and buy them. You can buy them electronically. You can do whatever you want to. I personally like to have the book in my hand so I can read it and outline it and follow along with it. So let's just jump right into this thing and see if we can dig anything out of it. Now, before we get started, I do want to put out a couple of disclaimers on this book, because there's 4 things that I want you to know about this book. It's going to talk about the 4 different color personalities: yellow, blue, red, and green. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you are. It doesn't matter who you are, who you think you are. The color personalities are across the board. It has nothing to do with race. It has nothing to do with religion, nothing like that. This is strictly some generic stuff that we're going to talk about. But there are 4 things about this book I want us to understand. First of all, And the first thing is the psychologist's warning, because we are not going to put people on the couch and try to counsel them. That's not what we're doing. Don't even get that in your head that we're going to try to pick your brain. We're not. We're not going to try to restructure you in any way. All we want to do is take a little bit of the science of personalities and help us talk to people in a way that people will understand us. As we get into this book, you will find that sometimes you talk to people, and although you may be speaking the same language, you're not speaking the same language. You can say things to people that they absolutely will not understand based on their personality type, and we'll get into those. Second thing I want us to do when we're going through this book is to forget the rigid systems that you've learned before. All of us have been through personality classes. We've all taken psychology or whatever it is that you've taken, and to try to figure out the human psyche. We're not getting into that mess. So forget all of that stuff that you've learned. Just try to have some fun. Each personality type that we're going to talk about has its own language, and you'll understand that when we get into it. Here's another thing: is don't take it personally. All the personalities have good traits and bad traits. Everybody has the good points and the bad points. I just tell people that I just happen to have more good points than I do bad points, and sometimes that's true and sometimes it's not. But whenever we get into this study, don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. These are just generalities. And finally, we're going to exaggerate a lot. We're going to try to have some fun as we go through here and see if we can identify the different kinds of personalities. Why? Because it's easier to remember if we can have some fun. Sometimes I'll tell stories. It just depends on how I feel. I've got this pretty well outlined, but sometimes I do get just a little bit screwy. So let's move along here and let's talk about some things. Now, when you're in network marketing, especially if you're building a network marketing business, you are going to be speaking over a period of time. Remember, network marketing is not a one-week adventure. In network marketing, you need to be looking 2, 5, 10, 20 years down the road, and understand that over that period of time, you're going to be talking to a diverse group of people from every background, and you name it, you're going to meet them. And one thing that we have to do in network marketing is we must learn to speak our prospects' language. You're going to come across people that you're going to want to prospect for your business. Part of our business is selling a product. Now, in many network marketing businesses, there is an actual physical product that you buy from the manufacturer and sell it to an end consumer, or you build a team of people that use that product themselves and sell it to an end consumer. It all depends on the dynamic of your network marketing business, but the idea is to recruit, to prospect people to join you to build a team or to buy your product. And you need to know how to speak to the different types of people that you meet. So you have to learn how to speak your prospect's language. But if you don't know what personality type they are, you may be speaking either above or below them. You may be saying things that they just simply don't relate to. So let's set a scene here, and let's say that you're building a network marketing business, and the scene is this. You've run across somebody that you think, boy, this person would be a great addition to my network marketing business. And so you sit down with them and you go through your whole thing. You show them your marketing plan, you show them your business, all of that. And you meet somebody who needs your product. You meet somebody who wants your product. They could say, this is the best thing I've ever seen. you make your presentation, and then at the end of the whole thing, after you've done the very best that you think you could do, that prospect says no. Why? If you've done the best you could do, and the person sees your product, they need your product, and they want your product, regardless of what your product is. Your product could be a physical product, it could be an idea, it could be a savings membership, it could be anything that they see. They need your product, you know they need it, they want your product, they say they want it, or they say, I could really use this product. You make your presentation, they say no. Why? If you've done a good job, why would anybody say no? And here's the answer. They don't understand you. They don't understand you. They don't understand what you're trying to convey to them. And there's simple reasons for that is because you can have the best product. You could be in your network marketing business. You could have an awesome upline support group. Your compensation plan could be absolutely marvelous. You can have perks that would benefit or excite your prospect. And the truth is that none of that matters if your prospect doesn't understand you. That's why we have to identify the different color personalities so that we can meet people and speak to them the way they understand. There's only two reasons why people don't join you, or why people won't join you in your network marketing business. And the first reason is they don't understand it. You see, you may be speaking to someone who is a yellow personality. We'll get to that language in a minute. You may be speaking to them in the language of a red personality, and we'll get to that as well. So you have to identify that personality type. So there's only two reasons why people won't join us, and that's on any of the personality types. First thing is they don't understand it, and the second reason is they don't understand it. So we have to deduce the type of person that we're talking to and put it in a language that they understand. So the good news is the secret language to each of the personality types is easy to learn. We're going to go through some of the language of each personality type, because the truth is once you've identified the personality type, the language is easy to learn, because there's only a few key words that you have to learn, and we'll go over those during this study. So the good news is the secret language is easy. The bad news is learning the secret language isn't the skill. Anybody can speak yellow. The real skill is knowing which secret language your prospect understands. If you don't speak the language that someone understands, they will not understand you. I have traveled all over the world, and I have been just a whole bunch of different countries, and I've met just tons and tons and tons of people. And some people that you get into a conversation with, they're easy to talk to. You can understand them. My wife and family and I, we were traveling through Scotland a number of years ago, and believe it or not, the Scottish speak English. You just can't understand any of it. And so we spoke to a Scottish gentleman one time and asked him for directions to a bed and breakfast that we were looking for. And he told us exactly how to get there. And when after he finished, I asked my wife, I said, did you understand anything he said? She said, not a word. And although he understood what he was saying, we didn't. We were both speaking English, but we didn't understand each other's language. I don't know. I guess he understood us, but he sure started giving us the directions. But learning the secret language isn't the skill. That's not the skill. You'll learn how to speak to people in the different personality types if you pay attention in this study. The real skill is knowing which secret language your prospect understands. So there are traits that we're going to look for in the different languages, different personality types. And if you can key in on these key words, you'll be able to communicate. So the first personality type that we're going to talk about is yellow, hence the yellow shirt. The yellow personality type. There's going to be red, there's going to be blue, there's going to be yellow, blue, red, and green, and we'll get into each one of those as we progress through this book. The yellow personality type, we can boil the yellow personality type down into one word. Now, I want you to get this word. This word is vital. It's absolutely important for you to understand when we're talking about the yellow personality type. This word will not apply to the other personality types. It is specific to yellow, and that word is help. Make a note of that word, yellow personality. The one word that describes yellow personality is the word help. Yellow personalities are professional helpers. Everything in their life revolves around helping other people. Now there's a wide range of help, but if you meet somebody and you're talking to somebody, you're prospecting someone for your networking business, watch for people whose prime concern is helping others, because yellow personalities are professional helpers. That's what they live for. That's how their psyche works. They're always looking to help people. Yellow personalities enjoy careers that help other people. So ask yourself, who do I know who is a caregiver? Doctors, nurses, hospice workers, these kinds of people who spend their entire existence wanting to give, wanting to get involved with people and help them on either a professional level or a personal level, but they seek out careers that help other people. Now, I'm not talking about careers that just create a generous income by helping other people, but a genuine concern to help other people regardless of the compensation. We'll get to that part here directly. Yellow personalities are huggers. Do you have any friends? Do you know anybody who, regardless of who they meet, the circumstances, the setting that they're in, will just grab you up and hug you? I mean, during COVID, we had that 6-foot rule where we kind of stood off from each other, and I hated that. But there are people that I know that, regardless of the situation, that will just walk up to somebody else. They'll meet somebody for the very first time, and they'll hug them, or they'll be a part of a team or a church or whatever. It doesn't matter. When I was working for Coca-Cola, we had people out there who we weren't on a social basis. We were on a business job environment. But some of these people would walk up to other people and just hug them. They'd seen them the day before, but they're going to hug them today. These are up close and personal people. So when you're prospecting and you're looking for people to prospect, watch their attributes. And if these are people who just enjoy personal contact and hugging other people, the chances are this person has a yellow personality. We'll find as we go through the study that people will have more than one trait. So what you're looking for is you're looking for the strongest trait. With a yellow personality, these are people that are easy to trust. These are the people that when they say something, they mean it. They're not people who just do a lot of fluff and flutter. These are people that people trust. This is why you find a lot of yellow uh, personalities in things like the ministry, the priesthood, and pastoralships, and missionaries, and uh, that sort of thing, and charity workers, for people who volunteer in the soup kitchens and in the missions. Downtown we have a mission called the John 3:16 mission. It's a volunteer staff. These are people who come in to work with the homeless, to provide them with food and clothing and shelter and that sort of thing. So charity workers, these are the kind of people that you'll see down at the Salvation Army passing out meals and that sort of thing. These are all prime attributes of a yellow personality. Now, these you may wonder, why is this important in network marketing? Is because you're going to run across people in your prospecting for your network marketing business who fit into this category. So how can I use the yellow language when I'm talking to yellow personalities? When you identify someone that you say this person is a typical yellow personality, how can I use the language of a yellow personality to get this person to look at my business idea, to join me in business and help create an income? You can't speak to a yellow personality the way you would speak to a red personality. It will not work. So how can I use the language when talking to yellow personalities? One word, we've talked about it: help. Find a subject that will let this person know that if you get involved with me in my business, join me on my team, go with me on this adventure, you're going to find ways to help people. Now, let me be very, very clear about something. In network marketing, we're always looking for people to help us build our business. And I'm afraid in network marketing, sometimes we get so excited about our business that we talk about the things that we like to talk about, and that's making money and time freedom and all of that other stuff. We get into that and we get excited about it. I know I do, but I'm going to tell you the truth about it. There are some things that when you identify a yellow personality, there are some things that do not interest a yellow personality. One of the things that yellow personalities are not interested in is the compensation plan of your business. Now, unfortunately, in network marketing, the compensation plan is a big deal for us. We look for ways to make money. We look for ways to put people into our business that will not only benefit us, but will benefit them. And a lot of that involves around the compensation plan. But a yellow personality is not necessarily interested in the amount of money that they can make in a business venture. They're more interested in helping people change their lives or benefit in some way from the business that you're introducing them to. So it doesn't do any good to sit down with a yellow personality and draw out a long compensation plan that says, if you'll start now, you'll make a few dollars a week, but in 10 years from now, you can be making $10,000 a week. Let me show you how to do it. They don't care. They're not interested in the compensation plan. It doesn't do any good to tell a yellow personality there's a lot of money at stake. They don't care. They're not interested necessarily in the dollar value that you can bring to them through your compensation plan, or the dollar value they can bring to their friends and family through the compensation plan. Chances are they're just not interested. Yellow personalities are not interested in winning company promotions. Now, in most network marketing programs, whether it's in the business that we're in, which is a pure residual income with wonderful products and services, they don't care about that. Uh, but one of the promotions that we have in our company is, from time to time, at least once a year or so, our company will give away a cruise if you do the work and win and meet the requirements of that cruise. You can go on a free cruise. My wife and I went on a free cruise in 2019. We went down to the Bahamas, and we was on this big ship with about 1,500 other people in our business. And we just, and it was great. But a yellow personality, if you tell them, listen, our company's going to give away a cruise if you do such and such and such and such, they don't care. They don't care about the promotions. They don't care about the pin levels. Network marketing companies have steps of progression. We call them a pin level. And you can say, well, if you'll do this, 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 and this, you'll advance from this pin to this pin to this pin to this. They don't care about those promotions. They don't care about the cruises. They don't care about the giveaways. None of that. A yellow personality is not interested in the big bonus checks. That's one of the things about network marketing that I find very interesting. And that's that for doing certain things in a certain time period, I can win, or I can receive a big bonus check. In my business, I can show you how to start today, and by the end of the day, make $500. And that was very interesting to me when I first saw our marketing plan, because that's what I did. I came in, and then in our first day, we made $75 on our first day. And a couple of days later, we had already made $700. And then a few days later than that, after that, we had made $1,000. But I did the work that it took to make those bonus checks. This was not residual income. It was upfront money. A yellow personality is not interested in the big bonus checks, either short-term or long-term. So the chances of taking a yellow personality and building a business fast, the chances are the yellow personality is not interested in getting those upfront bonuses right now. They may be interested in a long-term income over a period of time, but not necessarily big bonus checks. So you can't talk to a yellow personality by saying, if you'll hook up with me, I'll help you make $1,000 this week. The chances are they'll say, I don't care. That's not what I'm looking for. And then another thing that yellow personalities are not interested in are company sales and growth numbers. They don't, network marketing businesses, direct sales is what it's really called, thrive on sales. And some companies start out, they all start out small. Some of them started out in garages and so forth and so on, making a product or starting a service where they only sold one product, and then over a period of time have moved into different countries and multiple countries and that sort of thing. And it's easy for me to talk about our company starting out almost 30 years ago, and now is in 5 continents and a whole bunch of different countries. I can't tell you what the name of the company is, just simply because of ethic rules. But now I'm able to sit here at my desk and do business in different countries. I sat here at my desk today and did business in Australia. I don't have to leave my home to do business in Australia or England or Scotland, Spain, any of these other countries, Mexico, Canada. I can reach out to people all over the world and do business in these other countries simply through the network marketing system. But a person with a yellow personality doesn't care about that. They don't care how many millions or billions of dollars a year your network marketing company does. They don't care how fast you've grown. They don't care about your growth numbers. These things are very important to me, But although I'm wearing a yellow shirt, I am not a yellow personality. You'll find later on that I fit more into the red personality, but right now we're talking about yellow. So how do we invite a yellow personality to look at our business? Now you're building a network marketing business, and your goal is to bring other people into your business, either as a customer or as a business partner. You either want to sell them a product or you want to bring them in as a business partner to help them build a network marketing business in conjunction with yours. So how do you invite a yellow personality to look at your business? Remember, the only thing you're doing in network marketing when you are prospecting for new business partners, all you're doing is sifting and sorting. All I'm doing in my business is I'm looking for people who are looking. I'm either looking for people who want to save money on products that I sell, or I'm looking for people who want to make money by joining me in my business. It is a sifting and it is a sorting process, but I cannot prospect a yellow personality the same way I do a blue personality or a red personality or a green personality. They're three totally different language skills. So how do we invite a yellow personality to look at our business? It's real simple. There's some key phrases that I use that work for me. I'm going to share those with you. If you like them, use them. If you don't like them, don't use them. Come up with your own. But whatever you do, learn phrases that speak to that yellow personality. One of those phrases is this: when I'm speaking to someone that I have identified as a helping yellow personality, I use the phrase, I need to ask you for a favor. I need to ask you for a favor. I'm asking you to help me. Now that favor could be, I am having a get together with some friends and I've agreed to bring 2 or 3 guests with me. Would you do me the favor of going with me and looking at a business idea that we're working on? Would you do me the favor? I'm asking, and a yellow personality will see that as a request for help. Does that make sense to you? The yellow personality wants to help you. The yellow personality lives to help other people. Has anybody ever asked you to help them move, carry the furniture, loan you their truck? They don't walk up to you and say, Jim, come over to the house. I need to borrow your truck. That's not what they say. What they say is, Jim, could you do me a favor? Bring your truck over and haul my couch over to my new house. I really need some help. And they will approach me as a yellow personality, or they'll approach you. And so we ask people, we say to people, we don't ask the person. We say, I need to ask you for a favor. And when they say, what is it? Then that's when we ask them to go with us and look at a business idea, or to join me in a Zoom. We're presenting our business idea to a group of people. And I've been asked to invite a few people to take a look at it. Would you do me the favor and jump on this Zoom? I'll send you the Zoom link. Here's another one that I use whenever I'm speaking to yellow personalities. If I'm speaking to somebody that is a yellow personality and we're talking about the products that we offer, I often say this: we market products and or services that helps people do such and such and such. Most products in a network marketing business will help people save money or get better service and that sort of thing. So we market products and or services that helps people. For instance, in our business, we market a product that helps people save money on their health care. We offer a product, a service that helps people save on their telephone bills or their internet or their home security, that sort of thing. If I'm talking to a business person who owns a cafe or something like that, I can say to that business owner, I market a service that can help you save money on your credit card processing. And they'll say, really, what is it? And I say, well, let me show you. And then the door has opened for them to see a way to help their business, or for me, or to help me expand my business. Hope that makes sense. Here's another good one that I like. When I'm speaking to a young couple, particularly young couples who have young children, and we all know that the price of daycare has just gone out of this world. I spoke with a young man a number of months ago who has 3 children, 3 school-aged children. And so every day after school, these children were leaving the school and going into a daycare center while mom and dad worked. And he revealed to me that he was paying in daycare alone $1,900 a month for daycare for his 3 children. In other words, he was burning half of his paycheck on daycare. And so what I do in this situation, I might say something like, we give young mothers a chance to work out of their homes so they can be with their children. Now, what parent wouldn't rather be with their own children than to have to send them into a daycare every day? I don't have small children. I do have a grandson that is daycare age. But if I were the parent, I would not want to have to send my child to daycare every day to be raised by someone else. I would rather raise my own child, which my wife and I were able to do. But that's the phrase, we give young mothers a chance to work out of their homes so they can be with their children. You see how that would appeal to a yellow personality? They were able to help their children. They're able to help themselves. They're able to help their income, their financial situation. All we have to do to speak the yellow language is translate our normal conversation into the yellow language. All we have to do is think about what we say and translate what we would normally say into the conversational language of the type of person that we're speaking to. If I'm speaking to a yellow personality, I want to speak to that personality on the concept of help, of service, of giving, of caregiving, of charity work, that sort of thing. So how do we do it? Simple. We listen. When you're in conversation with people, listen to what they say. Watch their attributes. Watch their body language. Listen for key words when in conversation with the yellow personality. People will say and reveal to you their personality based on what they say. Listen for words. I highlighted a few of them. Listen for words like care, What do they care about? What is important to them? Listen for words like feel and help, mindful. What are they mindful of? What do they support? A person who is a yellow personality always has a charity of some kind that they support. For me, the things the charities that I am more partial to, I am more partial to the St. Jude's Research Center for Children for Cancer, that sort of thing. I think that is a great charity. The Shriners, I think they are a great thing. Whenever I look for a charity, I always look for charities that if anything that I give, it goes directly to the charity without administration fees. I don't give to charities that claim, some of them, I won't get into which ones, will take an administration fee of 75, 80, 85% of whatever you give. They keep it for themselves and give the other 10, 15% to the cause. Well, I'm not interested in supporting somebody's money-making charity. What I'm interested in is helping those sick kids. And so I am very particular about money that I give. I don't give money to telephone solicitors. I don't, because I know that they are a money-making process. I don't do it. Okay. So when you're talking to people and they use words like concern, when they use words like stress, if you run across a young couple and they're stressed out, they're financially stretched, they're time broke, they don't have time with their family, they don't have time to go on a vacation or the income to go on a vacation, that sort of thing. If they're stressed out, watch for that, speak to them about a way in your business to relieve that stress by creating a residual income that will help them get out of that situation. People talk about hardships or people who are talking about troubling things, that sort of thing. Consider. A yellow personality will talk about being considerate and being kind and being likable, that sort of thing. If you're talking to a yellow personality, you want to talk to them about how your business will benefit them. Now, understand there's a difference between what a product does, which is called a feature, and a benefit, because features do something, but a benefit is what a product does for someone. Okay, so I can sell a product that has a feature that will do a function, or I can talk about the same product on how that product will benefit the user. I hope that makes some sense. You'll be talking to yellow personalities, and they'll talk about service. Yellow personalities are always interested in helping other people in some kind of a service, in a charity work, or that sort of thing. And these are the kind of people that you key in on about service. Now, sometimes the yellow personality, they can be kind of reclusive a little bit. They may not be upfront. They're not interested in the money. They're interested in one word, and that is helping people. Now, I've told you I'm going to keep these sessions short. The next session that we get into is going to be the blue personality. I think you're going to like it. I hope this yellow personality helps you. I'm trying not to go into a whole lot of long-winded stories. I have more stories than you can shake a stick at, but I'm really going to try to keep this focused as much as I can. The next personality type we go into is going to be the blue personality. And the blue personality is interested in one word. We can boil the blue personality down to the word party. Okay, so we get to the blue personality, we're going to have some fun and see if we can open up some new horizons for you, because now you need to get this book. Okay, get this book, The Four Color Personalities for MLM. It's written by Big Al Schreiter. You can't miss it. It's out there. You can find them in your bookstore. You can find them online. You can find them anywhere. Get this book and get into it and look at the four personalities. We've covered yellow today. Yellow personality is a helper. That's what they are. You will find people in your prospecting for your network marketing business. You will find people who are not interested in the money. They're not interested in the excitement. They're interested in helping two things. They're interested in helping themselves and interested in helping other people. They're more interested in helping other people than they are helping themselves. So don't you doing any good to talk to them about the big money. It just doesn't. But if you can pique somebody's interest into helping other people, then you'll have a winning session. So next session we're going to talk about is the blue personality. And that blue personality is an excited person. The blue personality is a person who likes to party. So let me move my picture up here just a little bit. I'm going to recap one more time. Now, on our other sessions, this session I started out with the introduction, introducing myself. In our other sessions, I won't do this. I'll do it at the end of each session, but not at the beginning. So just to remind you, my name is Jim Lafter. I live here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. 918-510-4583. Give me a call, send me a text. Send me an email, jimwilma.lafter@gmail.com. I will get back with you. I get a lot of calls, so it may not be right away. It may take a few days, but I'll get back to you. I'm a retired Master Sergeant, U.S. Air Force. I'm fairly credible. I believe you can tell that I'm not a total bum. I spent 28 years in corporate sales after my military career. 3 children, 5 grandchildren. I'm a published author. 6 of my books have been bestsellers. 2, I've got a couple of Western short stories. I'm working on a series of Western short stories that's taken some time. I consider myself a network marketing professional. This does not mean that I know everything there is to know about network marketing. It just means that I know enough to know that I don't know enough. Okay, but I'm pretty good at what I do, and I can probably help you if you have a pretty simple-minded question. I'm a former presidential director with the company we were with for several years, and I'm currently an executive team leader with the company that we're with now. All right, let me just get out of this that I'm with. Let's see here. Okay, I want to, well, daggone it, I've lost. I hate it when I do that. Stop the screen share. Okay, so we're going to close this out. I hope this has been good for you. I've tried to keep it short and simple. I'm going to try to keep all of these to about half an hour. I don't know where I was on that, but it's probably close. We'll see. When it records, we'll know. But you got my number. You got my email address. Now, I'll throw out a pitch here. If you are looking for a way, if you have been in network marketing before and you're not satisfied, if you're satisfied with your network marketing company, stick with it. Follow the plan. Follow the system. And build it as big as you want to build it. But there's a lot of people who have been in network marketing before who it just wasn't right for them, or they weren't right for it. It works both ways. But if you're looking for a way to create a true residual income, a way to make money, to build a long-term residual income, and if you're coachable and willing to do the work, let me know. Get with me by phone, text, or email, and I will help you every way I can to create a residual income, to build a business for yourself, for your family, for your legacy. One thing that I will not do, and I want you to understand this right at the beginning, I will not chase you to build a business. I will help you build your business. I will do everything I can. But if I've got to chase you, I promise you can look behind you and you will not see me. I will not be there. I learned years ago that I cannot push a rope. I can lead a rope. I can't push a rope. A friend of mine used to say, I can't kiss a girl leaning away from me, and I can't climb a fence leaning toward me. I'm telling you, sometimes I just have to find a different fence to climb or a different girl to kiss. But if you're coachable, we can do some business together, and I would just love to hear from you. I really would. So I'm going to stop this recording, get it up on YouTube, and I'll sit down eventually and I'll do the other colors. Y'all have a great day.